could tell me I'm not with my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
For the antidote, there's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. The first of three on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Play action here. Mahomes. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Michigan State.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early. Well, we just saw worst case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot is all you got on your opening possession.
Hey, Lion!
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here just past the 30.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. He's inside the 40. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play for Jacksonville. It covers 51 yards. They go play action for Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. Third down coming up.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time pitch and catch there on third down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
We'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. It's the quarterback with a sneak. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Who wants it more here? Fourth and goal from the 1.
Hey, easy. Route. 30 left. 11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Yellow, side.
On second down, Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Yellow.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On third down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Big play for KC. 37 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great job.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And that one going to be thrown down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
ETN now on 1st and 10.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Once again, it's ETN. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll go back to ETN on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll run it once more with ETN. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He runs with it.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Jaguars will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Attack, attack! Attack, attack!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Come back. Hey, color.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Again, working deep downfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big play for... And even 30 yards. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. Here comes Etienne running to the left. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They put Wilson in motion. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
Attack!
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2nd and 11.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Patrick to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Wyatt Teller called for the infraction.
Attack! Fire down these two.
Man in motion, heading left.
Attack!
Throwing now, Mahomes. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Yellow.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
15.
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now here's Lawrence. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ryan.
In motion comes Thomas. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That one caught by Wilson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Second down, Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, one team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Red on red. Sink right. Silver.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jaden Hicks on the tackle. Look him up on a second down and 8.
Red 23. Hey, kill.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. Travis Etienne to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Jaguars will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Robinson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A give here to Pacheco. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes now to throw on second down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Yellow! Yellow!
Third and long for Mahomes. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here's Lawrence to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
Yellow. 15. Come back. Yellow. 15. Hey, 57. Return.
Now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
43. Yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. caught down the field. It's worthy. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try left side with Etienne. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
On the ground, here's Etienne. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34. First and 10 now from the 36. The carry here for Etienne. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jaden Hicks on the tackle. Second down and 8.
Hey, go. Take right open.
In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Red on red.
They'll look to run. It's Etienne. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down.
11, add that. Here we go.
Lawrence. incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Lawrence throwing on fourth down. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Chiefs 31.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Hey, Riblin, Riblin. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Fire down these two. 15. Attack.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one taken in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Once again, it's Etienne. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
In motion comes Thomas. Try to run it to the right on this jet sweep. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now Etienne, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a 1st down. In motion comes Thomas. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it here with Etienne. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Now, 2nd and goal. Again, they give it to Etienne. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Etienne. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Jaguars will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's first down.
Attack, attack! Yellow!
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Yellow! Hey, 57, 57! Hey, 57, 57 color, 57 color! Far side!
One last shot now for Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. As they are moving on, they got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific